Welcome to South East Today. I'm Natalie Graham.
And I'm Rob Smith. Tonight's top story. The 3-hour flight that turned into a 7-hour coach journey after a tour operator sent a Gatwick flight to Manchester instead.
A family from Sussex say they had to endure what they call a journey from hell after their flight from Greece to Gatwick was diverted to Manchester. The 8 adults were travelling with 5 children under the age of 6, including 2 babies. The plane could have landed in Sussex, but the tour operator decided it was needed in the north and switched destinations mid-air. Their journey home took 7 hours longer than it should have done, and the family say they were given no food, no water and no safety seats for the infants. Fiona Irving reports.
Reliving the 5-hour bus journey they'd rather forget. When their flight was diverted from Gatwick to Manchester, their carefully planned family holiday started to become a nightmare.
There were no baby seats, there were no proper seat belts, so for the nearly 5-hour journey back to Gatwick in the rain on a motorway at night, we had babies asleep on laps or in some instances crying for half the journey because they just couldn't settle. And I eventually put my daughter to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning instead of an anticipated 6.
You don't want to do it again?
3 generations of the family, all from East Sussex, spent the week on Civita in mainland Greece. They'd booked the holiday through Thomas Cook, paying more to get home in the daytime. But although there's protection if your flight's departure is delayed, there's not much support if you're delayed in getting home.
It's absurd. There's very strict European rules on departing flights. There's also coverage if your luggage arrives late. But if you've got a booking from A to B and instead the airline decides to send you to C and then put you on a bus for 7 hours, I'm afraid you don't have any rights at all.
Traffic jam.
Thomas Cook has apologised to their passengers for the change to their return flight, but hasn't issued any explanation as to why it happened. The family say they won't be booking through Thomas Cook again.
So when we look back at it in the future, you know, we'll have a few pictures. We've got a few photographs of us on the bus. The children not looking particularly happy. I mean, it might be something we we'll talk about, but it'll probably be the pictures we won't put in the album.
Fiona Irving, BBC South East Today, Uckfield.
Stuart Phillips phoned us with that story. If you have one, we'd love to hear from you. You can call us on the usual number, or you can send us an email. Here with the late.
Yes, I'll be back with the late ones and I hope you can join us then.
Bye-bye.